just a knockdown scorer, super consistent, gives a lot of high level performances, and is a super flashy player. Like, to you, what have you thought about what she's done? Obviously, topping Cheryl Miller, that is just a huge accomplishment within and of itself. And now she's just really rising the ranks, and USC is so dependent on what she does and in that kind of the output that she's going to put out every game.
I think she's finally figuring out she has to take things in her own hands, and she's bringing out that killer mentality. And I've seen that over because when she first started playing, she was like playing team basketball, passing it, making sure her teammates get into the mix. Now she's just taking over the games. This is
Yeah.
why she was highly recruited. This is why she was one of the best recruits coming out of high school when she went to USC. Like, now we're starting seeing that killer mentality. Her getting 51 points. She just had 31 points the previous game they won. So I'm seeing more of the aggression, and I think that's what we're missing out of Bronny. And I cross-reference them because they're both at USC, and Bronny's still playing team basketball instead of playing takeover basketball.
Yeah.
And now you see what JuJu's doing, and Bronny is still here. So I'm waiting for Bronny to take over and be the dog. I think he could be that dog. And Gil say this all the time. Like, I've seen him turn it on, but he's still trying to play team basketball, unselfish basketball. Like, nah, bro, you got to play dog. And that's what JuJu's doing. Obviously, she's still playing team basketball, but she's having that killer effect. She can finish at the rim. She can create her own shot. She's a facilitator. She checks all the boxes. But that killer mentality is what she was missing in the beginning of the season. Now we see it.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. That's such a good point with Bronny, because I do think Bronny is like, he's just trying to play within the team system and not like branch out of that. He's just being like, hey, like, let me just follow what the coach, and to a certain point that's good, but like, hey, if you really want to like take over and be that, and also the Austin Rivers thing, what Austin Rivers said recently about that, and Steven Jackson got on to him about it, because I was like, I see what Austin Rivers is saying, because it's like, does Bronny want that pressure instantly, having to play with his dad his like first year? You know what I mean? Because it's like that to me is not saying that he wouldn't love doing that, but also, man, like, you're instantly coming in with expectations of being in your dad's footsteps, who's one of the greatest players ever, top 2, right. And now you're having to just like already adjust to the NBA and also adjust with your dad being on your team. I think that's a tough, I don't know what you think about it, but I think that's a tough like adjustment, going right into the NBA and then having that as well.
He's good. He's been having that since he got to high school. So this feeling should be nothing new. Obviously, collegiate and NBA level are two different realms. We get that, but the pressure, the media, all those things are already heavy evident for Bronny in college. So him transitioning to the NBA, it would not be any different. If anything, it will be better because I have my dad who's going to be at every game, who's going to teach me the ropes. Then I have an NBA coach who's going to teach me the ropes. I have these players that are going to accept me easier that my dad is here and I'm LeBron James' son. So it's all about perspective. With Rivers, man, everybody expected you to be so good when you came out to college. You did not exceed expectations.
Hey, let's not sleep on Austin Rivers. That the high school and college player Austin Rivers,
man, amazing.
Come on, that dude was incredible. Steven Jackson was saying, "Man, you were never as good as Bronny." I was like, he was never good as Bronny. What are you talking about?
That's
crazy. That's
bro.
insane. That's what I'm disagreeing with.
What?
He was Austin a killer.
He was a dog, killer, bro. And he used to play 1-on-1 with the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear the stories with KG, he was like, man, he was killing Paul Pierce. He was killing Perkins. He was like, man, let me get right.
Had a game winner in North Carolina. Carolina.
Austin Rivers was a dog, but it's hard to translate that to the NBA. And it wasn't your dad. It wasn't your dad, sir. It wasn't because your dad was a head coach or whatever. You just didn't pan out. You've been with
Hops. Let's go, Austin. Let's go. Come on, team basketball. Stay within the game.
I dislike you right now because that was so funny in improv. Like, bro, I did not improv to you. Oh, you got me snorting.
Anyways. I'm a chill. Say my time.
Professionalism. It wasn't because of your dad. Bro pulled out the impression.